Everyone's really excited for high protein recipes lately, and I'm all for that as long as they still taste delicious. Luckily, these protein brownies taste amazing. The whole reason I wanted to make these is because my kids are obsessed with these chocolate brownie Z bars. They're an easy packaged snack for school because we're not allowed to bring homemade things, but they have a measly 2 grams of protein, so they're not exactly something I want my kids eating at home. And that's why I set out to make a high protein treat that tastes even better. To get started, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to show you how to make a small batch of these brownies in a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan, so you can try a little test batch before committing to a larger recipe. If you want to make these in an 8-inch square pan, you can double the recipe and get double the brownies. First, you'll need a 1/3 cup of blanched almond flour, which keeps these brownies gluten-free. You could likely use another flour here, but using almond flour means you don't need to use as much added oil, which I prefer from a macronutrient standpoint. Next, you'll need 5 tablespoons of cacao or cocoa powder. This is a 1/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon if you want to measure that way. Or I have the metric measurement for you over on my website. Then add in a 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. If you don't keep coconut sugar on hand, any other granulated sugar should work too. Using granulated sugar is important for an authentic brownie texture, so I don't recommend swapping it for maple syrup or honey. Next, you'll need a 1/3 cup of collagen peptides. This is an unsweetened protein powder that blends into the brownie flavor a lot better than the plant-based protein powder that I also tried. I don't recommend using a plant-based protein powder here because I found the flavor and texture pretty distracting. Then add in a 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Stir those dry ingredients together, breaking up any clumps that you see. Then add in 2 large eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Because my eggs are cold from the fridge, I'm going to mix the batter now to help get rid of some of that chill. My next ingredient is a 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil, and I don't want the coconut oil to clump as I mix the brownie batter together. Coconut oil becomes solid when it's cold, so if your brownie batter does thicken up, just know that the coconut oil caused it. Your brownies will still turn out okay, but the batter might be a little more challenging to work with. I'm going to fold in a tablespoon of mini chocolate chips, so there's a little extra chocolate flavor throughout. Now prepare a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan by spraying it with oil. Press a piece of parchment paper into the bottom of the pan. This will make it super easy to remove your brownies later. Pour the protein brownie batter into the pan and spread it out if you need to. Sprinkle a few extra mini chocolate chips on top. Then bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. You'll know these are done when the center of the brownies puff up like this. Let the brownies cool in the pan for at least 20 minutes. They will sink slightly as they cool, which is a good sign that they are fudgy inside. Now you can easily remove the brownies using the parchment paper and slice them into 10 pieces. Each piece has 6 grams of protein, which is triple the amount compared to those Z bars we talked about earlier. These probably won't last long in your house, but if you do have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container in the fridge for up to 5 days. My kids love eating these cold too. If you enjoyed this recipe, be sure to check out my others for more.